This is MC Tone from the 757 Spin Number the Truth. Back to y'all with another video. And today, it's the Seattle Seahawks for the NFL team breakdown. And what a job Pete Carroll and did for the Seattle Seahawks last year. I think nobody was expecting them to make the playoffs, but they did. And shout out to Russell Wilson, man. He's proven that he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. If people didn't put that on notice, he definitely should have. To me, if it wasn't going to be Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson definitely should have been the MVP of the league. And Russell Wilson, I think he's going to be one of my MVP favorites next year, especially if he carries that team to the playoffs. He's a great quarterback. And the funny story is, I remember him coming out of college, and I was kind of shocked because he fell into the third round. And I thought that was one of the, you can honestly say he was the biggest steal of the draft that year. Super Bowl winning quarterback, very consistent throughout his career. Like I said, nothing but respect and love for Russell Wilson. He's the best. He's probably the best. If he's probably behind Patrick Mahomes, he's probably the second best quarterback in the league. Definitely he is. There I don't really know what else to say about Russell Wilson, man. He's just one of those guys that just you can rally with. He's a definition of a leader, what you want your quarterback to be and leader to be. And he does stuff that, a lot of quarterbacks can't. He's mobile, he's accurate, he's a leader. Like I said, he brought stability to that Seattle Seahawks organization that for a long time after Matt Hasselbeck that they couldn't find that quarterback. So, like I said, Russell Wilson, great job. Done a fantastic job. Pete Carroll done a fantastic job of building a great culture in that Seattle Seahawks. So let me get on with the video. Seattle Seahawks, head coach by Pete Carroll. Draft picks, Jordan Woods. A lot of people were shocked, especially they were expecting a wide receiver. But I like the Jordan Woods pick, KJ Wright is getting a little older. He's 31 years old. So picking up another linebacker to put beside Bobby Wagner was a smart move. He's not really, to me, needs to get better in the pass game, but he's definitely a run stopper out of Texas A&M. I do like the pick. It was a little shocking to me because I do think the Seattle Seahawks need help at the wide receiver position and adding another playmaker to help a Metcalf and a Russell Wilson. But I'm gonna keep on going. But the defensive end, Jarrell Taylor, on guard Damian Lewis, Kobe Parkinson, running back DJ Dallas, Alton Robinson, defensive end, 6th round wide receiver Freddie Swain, and tight end position Stephen Sullivan. I like the DJ Dallas pick. Chris Carson is coming back from injury. A couple of guys were banged up last season. Damian Lewis I think is going to be starting at the guard position. The offensive line is still a little shaky to me. I wish they would have addressed it a little bit more in the draft, but I just, with a Russell Wilson, you just gotta hope and pray that he can survive, that he's gonna do his thing and do his magic. Some key acquisitions that I like: tight end Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen's 35 years old, but I still think he's still got something left in the tank. He was a reliable target for a Cam Newton. So, and I think Cam Newton can play in similarly, but Cam Newton is Russell Wilson is a little bit better, and I think he can definitely add some years on to Greg Olsen. Offensive tackle Cedric Ogbohi, offensive tackle Brandon Shell. They brought back Bruce Irvin from the defensive end position. BJ Finney, tight end Luke Wilson, who's coming back. Defensive tackle Jerron Reed, who's a big part of that defensive line. Shane Warmack at the offensive guard position. I like the pickup of Philip Dorsett. Tight end, defensive end, Benson Magua, and offensive guard Mike Ayopati, who's going to be starting at the guard position. Some key acquisitions: Russell Wilson at the quarterback position, Chris Carson at the running back position, which is good that they're getting Chris Carson back. Tyler Lockett. DK Metcalf is going to be my breakout wide receiver of the year. I think he's going to have a breakout year, man. This man is like I don't know. I've never seen a wide receiver built like how he's built and have speed like he does. And he had a solid first year. I think he's going to get better. He's going to definitely be a red zone threat. Big body wide receiver. I think he's going to have a great year, a breakout year for DK Metcalf. You still got a Greg Olsen. Dewan Brown is one of the best tackles in the league. Carlos Hyde at the running back position mixed with a Travis Homer. KJ Wright, Bobby Wagner is coming back with a defense with a Bruce Irvin who's making his return from the Seattle Seahawks. And I do love Shaquille Griffin. The cornerback, he's very physical. Get after the ball. I just really like him. Yeah, I just picked up Jamal Adams, man. Yeah, hey, yeah, I needed somebody to replace somebody like a Earl Thomas. Jamal Adams is not an Earl Thomas to me, but he's definitely one of the best box safeties in this league. So hopefully he gets better, and I think he needs to get better in coverage, and hopefully he can make plays and they can move him around the field. Quandre Diggs, got traded from him from the Detroit Lions. He's another good safety, and Quentin Dunbar, who got in a little trouble, but I guess he's out of it now. So the Seattle Seahawks, they're definitely good. The only problem I have with the Seattle Seahawks is two things. The offensive line is still shaky to me. Except Dewan Brown, it's a little shaky, but I think with them, they actually run the ball efficiently. To me, you think that they're a passing team, but like I said, it shocks a lot of people. You have a great quarterback, but the great quarterback has a great run game behind them. You know, they were top 5 in rushing last year. What you call it? The defensive line losing Jadeveon Clowney was huge to me because that was really the only threat to me that you had in that defensive line. Jadeveon Clowney got after the quarterbacks. He was dominant, especially during that San Francisco game. He was probably the best player on that field for y'all. And I was a little shocked that y'all let him go. I thought y'all should have at least maybe franchise tagged him. No, I don't think y'all could have franchised, but y'all should have at least offered him what he wanted on a 1-year deal. But like I said, it was shocking because I do definitely think y'all need to get better on the defensive line position. Y'all are really kind of shaky on the run game. And I think Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright, they're terrible. I don't think they're really too good in the passing game when it comes to coverage. So I'm just a little worried about that. About the offensive line and the playmakers. I know Russell Wilson, he is a playmaker, and I know he's gonna make do with what he has, but I wish y'all would have added a wide receiver. And I think y'all praying that, hey, if Antonio Brown gets reinstated and he doesn't have any, all his cases is dropped and whatever happens, that y'all can sign him up. Y'all can sign him and he can be that target for a Russell Wilson. But we'll see as the season goes on what happens with that Antonio Brown situation. And I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to keep a close eye on that situation. But like I said, the wide receiver position, the offensive line is a little suspect to me, and the defensive line probably needs a playmaker on it. But other than that, the Seattle Seahawks team is very well coached by Pete Carroll. Has definitely one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and that's all you can ask for is to have a solid and a good quarterback coach, and they have a good culture, and that's a huge part of what Seattle does. They have a good culture, and they have a good head coach, and they have a great leader in Russell Wilson with that locker room. So let's see what they can happen. Do I think they're going to finish number 1 in the division? That's hard to say, especially with San Francisco and that defensive line and Kyle Shanahan. I don't really even know because I think San Francisco has a better roster, and you got the Rams coming back, and Seattle could have lost twice to the Rams last year if it wasn't for that last second kick. With Greg Zuerlein missing that last second kick. So we're gonna see about the Seattle Seahawks and see how they do. I think Russell Wilson, like I said, he might be your MVP favorite. He might be my MVP favorite, especially if he carry this team to the playoffs. So let me know thoughts, comments, subscribe if you liked your video. Let me know. Tone out. Thank you.